Hades has consumed many hours of my life, but can I win another run where I don't get to make any of the important decisions? Do you think you know the answer before watching the video? Put your guess in the comments down below. If you get it right, you win the coveted prize of bragging rights. Listen, I don't make enough money from the whole content creation thing to be giving away actual prizes for my videos. So anyway, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, so maybe one day I can do things like that. Anyway, hello everyone, Cobalt here. Last time we did a Pokemon challenge of whether or not I'd be able to beat Pokemon Scarlet using only Wooper. Today, we're gonna figure out if I can beat another run of Hades, where chat decides basically everything for me. What weapon I take, what boons I pick, what doors I choose, and all the other decisions and choices that can be made during a run of Hades.
Are you sure about that, Cobalt? Did you forget to introduce me?
Oh, right. Sorry, today we're gonna make a run where I try to figure out if I can win a run of Hades, where one of my mods makes all the decisions and choices during the run. With us today is Will Sleepsnot, one of my mods. Introduce yourself, Will.
Hello everyone, my name is Will Sleepsnot. I'm an insomniatic, dyslexic, ADHD VTuber who plays a variety of games. Sometimes I do art. That's about it. Back to you, Cobalt.
I forced him into helping me with this challenge video, like a monster. I'm writing this script after the fact because even challenge runs are short in Hades, but I'm full of confidence, so I will always assume that I will succeed in my run of Hades. Let's get started, shall we? First up, we have to start deciding what we're going to use.
Cobalt, what's your favorite weapon?
Oh, is my mod going to be kind to me this run? My favorite weapon is probably the gloves.
Oh, are we sharing the single brain cell tonight? I was thinking the gloves too. You know what? Let's do it.
Next up is the aspect of the weapon we're going to use.
That magnet special in the aspect of Talos looks really cool. Let's do that.
I don't have the blood for the aspect of Gilgamesh, so the aspect of Talos looks like a lot of fun. I won't complain about that at all. I still haven't unlocked any of the other companions, so we'll stick with using Mort for this run. Time to have Will pick our keepsake for us.
You're definitely not getting the tooth.
No extra death defiances this run? That's fair.
After looking through everything, I think we're gonna go with the Pom Blossom.
This run is feeling great to me so far. The Pom Blossom is an aspect that I often default to on my non-challenge runs. One more thing to do and then we'll get started. Will needs to pick out the settings for the Pact of Punishment I will be under this run. We need to fill things out for Heat 5.
Let's get 1 point in jury duty, 1 point in extreme measures, 1 point in benefits package, and 1 point in calisthenics program.
There is exactly one thing here that scares me, and that's the point in benefits package. Enemies can get really scary with those additional buffs. Alright, let's get going. First boon of the run is Poseidon, with the abilities on offer being Tempest Strike. Zagreus' attack deals more damage and does knockback. Tempest Flourish. Zagreus' special deals more damage and does knockback. And Tidal Dash. Zagreus' dash does damage and knockback.
I think Poseidon is an interesting boon to go with the ability to pull enemies in with the gloves, so let's go with the Tempest Strike.
I wonder if I'll get in the habit of bouncing enemies around with a combination of my attack and special, or if I'll just forget about it completely. The next chamber is Darkness, so Will doesn't get to make any choices there, and we're still early enough in the game that there isn't anything particularly interesting in the fight, but Will's next choice is between a Power Palm and an Artemis boon.
Power Palm, please.
Now, I'm not gonna cry and scream, but that's not the option I would have taken. Artemis just has some really great boons, so that would have been my choice. I guess we'll have to make our punchy punches stronger. There's no real choice here, given that we only have one boon to upgrade, but it is what it is. There's no choice on the door, and the only option is going to be a Centaur Heart. The next room is fun because I had a great realization. I can use my Talos special to pull enemies on top of spike traps. Maybe I'll be able to use it later in the run to pull them onto magma or other traps. No, I'll probably forget about it by that point. The next decision Will has to make is which Athena boon are we going to take between Divine Flourish, Zagreus' special does more damage and deflects, Divine Dash, Zagreus' dash deals damage and deflects, or Bronze Skin, which reduces the damage that Zagreus takes from attacks.
Ooh, Athena always has just some of the best boons. Let's go with Divine Flourish for this one.
So, I don't normally take Athena boons if I have the option because I like more offensively based boons. That being said, having Deflect in your back pocket can be very helpful. Will gets a second choice between a shop or a Chthonic Key with an elite enemy fight.
You are far too poor for the shop. Let's go get a key.
The elite enemy fight honestly wasn't that scary. Will gets the choice between Aphrodite and Ares elite enemy rooms.
I'm thinking War.
The enemy for this fight is the Twin Bombers. Divine Flourish proves useful in this fight as I get the chance to reflect a few bombs back at them. Putting hundreds of hours into Hades really changes the flow of this fight. I still remember when I just started playing this game and would constantly lose to them. Ares offers us Slicing Shot, Zagreus' cast becomes a Blade Rift, Blade Dash, Zagreus' dash leaves Blade Rifts, or Battle Rage. After killing an enemy, Zagreus' next attack deals more damage.
Let's take Slicing Shot.
The next room gives us a Centaur Heart as the reward. It also gives us a ton of choices. Chaos, a trial of the gods between Poseidon and Athena, or gold.
We're going full Mr. Krabs on this one.
We clear out the room without too much of an issue. There's a Trove Trial, a Dionysus Boon, and a Daedalus Hammer.
Do the Trove trial. I need more time to think.
I take away 49 gems from the Trove Trial. Will has taken the time to think, and I hope he finally has an answer for me.
Ugh, I need a drink. Why did you make me do this, Cobalt?
Dionysus Boon it is then, Will. The Dionysus Boon was a good choice because it's a fountain room. Dionysus offers us the following boons. Drunken Dash. Zagreus' dash inflicts drunkenness. Positive Outlook. Zagreus takes less damage at low health. And Premium Vintage. Zagreus' maximum health increases whenever we pick up a nectar. Also, we get one right now.
Drunken Dash.
I can't complain because I'm sure that having the ability to apply drunkenness will be very useful going forward. The next doors are a choice between darkness and gems.
Get yourself some more gems.
Thanatos shows up for a murder competition. Naturally, I kick his ass. Thanks for the bonus Centaur Heart, Than. I love you. Our next choice is between another Centaur Heart or more gold.
I want more money.
It's just another chamber. Our next choice is a Power Palm or the shop.
Ah, this is what we've been saving for. Let's go to the shop.
Charon has a Centaur Heart, an Athena Boon, and some food in stock today.
Buy the Centaur Heart and the Athena's Boon.
Athena offers us the following choices. Sure Footing, we take less damage from traps. Holy Shield, we deal damage and deflect whenever we take damage. Or Calculated Risk, projectiles are slower.
Much like every choice I've made so far, calculated risk.
Alright, next up is the boss fight. Let's go. Time to fight Meg. Cutting down the first chunk of Meg's health went by very quickly. Close-up fighting style of the glove smashes very well with Drunken Dash, and maxing out the drunkenness debuff will slowly chip her down. Meg's bullet hell attack is amazing for us given that I have Divine Flourish, and we can just bounce them all back at her. Bouncing 2 waves of her magic bullets back at her gets rid of most of her health. A few more hits finishes her off. Easy peasy. Time for our post-boss fight chamber. There's a lot of stuff we can do here. The question is, does Will want to do any of it? First up, Will, do you want to change our keepsake?
No. Keep it.
I've mentioned before that I really like this keepsake, so no complaints here on my part. Next up, do you want to sell anything?
No.
Okay, do you want to buy anything? Our choices are Life Essence, which restores a bit of Zagreus' health, Hinge of Erebus, which trades gold for darkness, and Cyclops Jerky. Zagreus' attack deals 30% more damage.
We're good for now, I think.
This is the perfect time to ask Will an important question. Probably the most important question. How are you feeling about the run so far and the choices you've been making?
They're currently gut feelings, and so far, they're positive.
Have you been enjoying that?
I am hoping this continues to be positive, so that the second run will be a nightmare for you. We gotta have a good one and a bad one.
Well, it seems like Will has a plan. I guess we'll need to see how things end up playing out.
Plan might be a little bit generous.
Alright, upward to Asphodel. Next up is a Hermes Boon. Asphodel has a lot of enemies with projectile attacks, so I mostly forget about trying to pull them into the lava, and instead have fun reflecting their attacks back at them during the fight. Hermes offers us the following choices. Quick Recovery. If you dash after taking damage, Zagreus recovers some health. Greatest Reflex. Increases the number of times that Zagreus can dash in a row. And Side Hustle. Zagreus gets some money every chamber. Greatest Reflex and Side Hustle would be my 2 preferred choices if I was making the decisions here, with Side Hustle probably winning out because I think it's one of the best boons in the game. But Will is the one making the choices. Fortunately, Will also loves Side Hustle.
Get Side Hustle.
We have a locked Centaur Heart that I don't have enough heat to enter, a Power Palm, and Coin for our door options.
Monies.
It's always money with this guy. Is he playing the long game and saving money for our final shop? Probably not.
Cobalt, play the clip.
There's a treasure trove in this chamber.
Ignore it.
I don't have a problem with that because additional gems don't actually affect the runs at this point in my playthrough. The 2 doors are a Hermes Boon or a shop.
Hermes Boon.
This is the chamber where I get the one thing that I was really hoping to get out of this run. Emotional support.
God, he's going so well. Also, you're doing great, Cobalt.
Thank you for believing in me.
What you're doing.
Thank you for believing in me. That's what I just needed somebody to, you know. But other than that very heartfelt moment, this room was rather ordinary. Hermes offers us the following choices. Greater Haste, Zagreus moves faster, Greatest Reflex, and Auto Reload. Zagreus' cast regenerates faster.
Greatest reflex.
Having additional dashes is always a great option, so I won't complain at all here. Our next option is which door do we want to take? There's an Ares boom or a power palm.
Power palm.
I would have preferred another boon from the God of War, but what can you... Next chamber involved using our Divine Flourish to reflect the swarm of Dracon's projectile attacks right back at him. The power palm is offering us upgrades for Tempest Strike, Slicing Shot, and Drunken Dash.
Drunken Dash. I still believe in it.
Shots, shots, shots. Everybody.
I'm pretty sure that something bad would happen if I took a shot every time Will upgraded Drunken Dash's run. Probably against the terms of service or something. The next choice Will needs to make is whether we want a Poseidon chamber or an Athena chamber next.
Athena.
It's time for the Barge of Death. I haven't lost a life yet, but I only have about a third of a bar of health left. Will calls me out on this. I keep saying I'm good at Hades, but is this going to be where I lose my first life? I took a lot of damage in this fight and forgot which button I had my reflect on. It was my special, not my cast. But we survived to fight another day. Athena offers us the following choices. Divine Strike. Zagreus' attack deals more damage and reflects. Last Stand restores a used Death Defiance, and Death Defiance now restores more health. Or Sure Footing.
Divine Strike, because now both of your strikes have deflect.
This means that we're losing our Tempest Strike, so I can't bounce enemies around as much, but Will mentioned it does mean both my attack and special have deflect, so that might be useful later. There's only a single door leaving the Barge of Death room, so up next will be a Centaur Heart. Despite having so much deflect available to me, I do eat a bomb to the face from a bomber in the next room, but other than that, being able to deflect continues to prove useful, though I am a hair under 10% of my total health now. So the moment where I have to use a Death Defiance, it's just waiting ominously off to the side, tapping its watch and looking at me intently. But it wasn't this chamber. This chamber also has a Well of Charon shop with Eye of Elamia, defeated enemies have a chance to drop health, the Yarn of Ariadne, the next boon Zagreus finds has increased rarity, and a Prometheus stone where we gain an additional cast, all on offer.
None of these interest me.
But my healing items, I want them so bad.
Wait, I changed my mind. Grab the Eye of Lamia.
I actually wasn't complaining about this on stream, but I'll absolutely count it as a win. Our next options for the doors are a shop or a Daedalus hammer.
Look, we're never going to get the hammer. We're going to the shop.
If I remember correctly, the game does keep offering you a Daedalus hammer if you decide not to pick it, but I have no idea off the top of my head how aggressive it actually is with that.
I'm never gonna get to use the hammer. We're going to the shop.
Alright. I think the game does keep offering it to you. I think they're like, just take the fucking hammer. Do it!
Yeah, come on, man. Come on! And it's like, I can't.
It might be something like this. Regardless, shop time it is. Alright, Charon has food, an Athena boon, and a Centaur Heart on offer.
At that price, buy everything.
This means that Will has to immediately make another decision in which Athena boon should we take between Bronze Skin, Deathless Stand, and Sure Footing.
Sure-footed.
It's not the name of the boon, Will, but enough silliness. As you might have suspected, our next chamber is the boss room. How many lives am I going to lose here? Wait, I've gone from about 28 health back up to 188 health? How did I do that?
Food and the Centaur's Heart.
Well, maybe I'm not going to lose a life in this fight then. Alright, it's learning time. The main head is the blue one, which means I'm going to have to dodge falling rocks. The combination of drunkenness and punching chips down the first third of his health without taking too much damage in return. Severing the other heads doesn't take too much effort either. In the middle of the fight, I realized that I've forgotten which button I used to summon Mort, but I figure it out and take out the next third of Lorne's health in an instant. I took a little bit more damage than I would have liked severing the extra heads the second time around. It got a bit close, but I didn't die cutting down Lorne's last third of health though. I end up back at 66 health, so maybe not the best fight overall, but as they say, the only health point that matters is the last one. Up next is our recovery room. Will doesn't want to switch out our Keepsake, which is fine by me. The Well of Charon has Life Essence, a Nemesis Crest, and a Braid of Atlas.
Nope, you already have healing. You don't get more.
The Pool of Purging will let me get rid of Calculated Risk, Divine Flourish, or Side Hustle.
No, keep it all.
The only thing in the next chamber is a choice. Daedalus Hammer or Power Palm.
It's finally time for the hammer.
Guys, he had to think about it. Okay, so hammer or power palm?
Well, it's gotta be hammer. Like, I can't do an entire run without the hammer.
I thought you were gonna say,
One
well, it's
hammer.
gotta be power palm, and I would have laughed.
I was thinking it, but it's like, no. We gotta hammer at least once. One hammer, please.
We gotta break out that hammer.
We're at Home Depot going one hammer, please.
What a monster. Daedalus Hammer it is. What does the Daedalus Hammer have for us today? Heavy Knuckle. Zagreus' attack becomes a 3-hit sequence where every hit deals 40 damage. Long Knuckle increases the range of Zagreus' attack. And Explosive Upper. Zagreus' dash attack deals 100% more damage in an area.
Long Knuckle. Ugh, what a weird name.
Wow, Long Knuckle is long. That's really going to improve my quality of life for the rest of the run. Our next options are Gold or a Power Palm.
Power Palm. Lisa needs braces.
Okay, so Long Knuckle showed its worth in the very next room, specifically because I could punch the explosive cherries to death without letting them get close to me at all. But this room also has a terrifying moment, the Exalted and Benefits package giving them the Cloner benefit in this chamber, which means that once we knock an Exalted back into its spirit form, it starts using the Shadow Clone technique to hide itself long enough to respawn.
Take your best shot, fool. I'll give it back to you 1,000-fold. Shadow Clone Jutsu!
I eventually knocked them all down, but it's a huge pain. What boon are we going to upgrade this time? The Palm of Power gives us Divine Flourish, Slicing Shot, and Drunken Dash as our options to upgrade.
Drunken Dash, baby.
There are just so many choices to be made in this chamber because there's also a Well of Charon that has another Eye of Lamia, a Trove Tracker, and a Light of Ixion on offer.
You need the Eye of Lamia, so grab that.
Our next choice is Gold or another Daedalus Hammer.
Oh, this is hammer time. In the place where warriors are venerated.
So I make a dumb mistake in this chamber, but it is kind of funny. Specifically, I get hit by a lingering projectile after I've killed all the enemies in the room. The options for the Daedalus Hammer are Colossus Knuckle, Draining Cutter, and Concentrated Knuckle.
Concentrated Knuckle. Once again, not digging that name.
Also, I need you guys to know that I misheard Will here and almost grabbed Colossus Knuckle by mistake. Our options for the doors from this room are a shop or a centaur heart.
We are going shopping.
Charon has a Dionysus boon, food, and a power palm in stock today.
Oh, it's gotta be my good boy Dionysus.
Dionysus offers us the following boons. Bad Influence, deal more damage when at least 3 enemies have the Hangover debuff. After Party, after clearing a chamber, Zagreus' health heals back to a baseline level. Or Peer Pressure, enemies with Hangover inflicted on other nearby enemies.
Peer Pressure. Power Palm.
The Power Palm gives us the option of upgrading Divine Flourish, Slicing Shot, and Drunken Dash. Wait, didn't we get the same options on the last Power Palm?
You know what it is. Play that music for me.
Shots, shots, shots. Everybody.
Grab the food.
Alright, now that we're healed back up to full, Will needs to choose if he wants me to have to deal with an Elite Dionysus boon or an Athena boon.
The Dionysus boon.
Oh hey, look who it is, it's Asterius. Because Will has kept increasing the strength of Drunken Dash, it really messes him up. Especially when it's combined with dancing around the chamber and hitting them from a distance with my long punches. It took a bit, but I beat Asterius without too much of an issue. I was gonna say I beat him without taking any damage, but I actually took 1 hit during the fight. Dionysus offers us the following options. Numbing Sensation, enemies with Hangover move slower. Bad Influence, and After Party.
Numbing Sensation.
The next room is going to be another Centaur Heart. The next chamber has a Gold Trove Trial, a Pool of Purging, and 2 doors for Patroclus and a Power Palm.
Grab the money first.
So I got 47 gold from the Trove Trial, and took quite a few hits from the crossbows on the stage. The Pool of Purging would let us get rid of Divine Strike, Divine Flourish, or Sure Footing. Wow, all Athena boons this time around.
No. Keep them all.
Our next choice is the door.
Get that Power Palm.
This chamber is terrible because the dice came up Snake Eyes again, and we got the terrifying combination of the Exalted getting Cloner as their buff in this chamber. This room has a Well of Charon, so that's another choice Will have to make. But first, let's bite into a juicy Power Palm. This is not how you eat a pomegranate. From the Power Palm, we have the choice to upgrade Divine Strike, Divine Flourish, or Peer Pressure.
Oh, it's boozy boy all day. Give me that peer pressure.
The Well of Charon has the following items on offer. Hydrolite. Zagreus recovers 10% of his health when entering a chamber. The Eris Bangle. Zagreus deals 50% more damage to undamaged enemies. And Ignited Ichor. Zagreus' speed increases by 20%. All up for sale.
I'm gonna go with Hydrolite.
More healing? I'll never complain. Our options for the door are a Poseidon boon or a Trial of the Gods between Ares and Poseidon.
Wait, how do Trials of the Gods work?
You pick one boon, the other god gets pissy and attacks you for the rest of the chamber, and then you pick the other boon.
The top one.
What the hell do you mean by that, Will?
I mean the Trial of the Gods.
Alright, Trial of the Gods it is. A Trial of the Gods means that Will has to immediately make another choice. Poseidon or Ares?
Oh, Ares all the way.
Ares offers us the following boons. Urge to Kill. Zagreus' attack, special, and cast now all deal more damage. Engulfing Vortex. Zagreus' Blade Rift lasts longer and pulls enemies in. Or Battle Rage.
Engulfing Vortex. Also, for those who have been keeping count, this is voice line 69. Nice.
Poseidon does a lot of damage here, but not enough to force me to use a Death Defiance. Once we calm Poseidon's rage, he offers us the following boons. Poseidon's Aid. Zagreus becomes impervious and can deal damage when surging into enemies.
Ocean's Bounty.
Chamber rewards for gold, gems, or darkness are increased. And Hydraulic Might. Zagreus' attack and special are stronger for the first 10 seconds of an encounter.
Well, you don't have a call yet, so let's go with Poseidon's Aid.
Will's next choice is between a shop or a power palm.
One power palm, please.
So this is the last chamber before the boss fight on this floor. The power palm will let us upgrade Divine Strike, Drunken Dash, or Poseidon's Aid.
You know what it is. Is Drunken Dash.
Alright, boss fight time. We've got to fight Theseus and the Minotaur. It looks like Asterius is down about 10% of his maximum health because we beat him earlier in his elite enemy fight form. My strategy for this fight stays the same as it always is. Take down Asterius first and then finish off Theseus once he's on his own. A funny moment in this fight is when, very early in the fight, I follow the on-screen prompt to use my brand new call, and use it when I only have a single quarter of the bar filled instead of the whole bar for the boosted call. But that doesn't cause too many problems because the bar fills up as I beat down Asterius, and I get to use the call to finish him off, and then immediately focus my fire on Theseus, calling on Mort for some help, and a few more hits and Theseus goes down, winning us the boss fight. However, I took a lot of damage in this fight, leaving me with only 37 health total. In our post-boss fight chamber, I get to heal back up to a whopping 163 health. Will doesn't want to swap out my Keepsake again, so no problems there. The Pool of Purging will let us get rid of Divine Strike, Pure Pressure, or Poseidon's Aid.
Keep them all.
And the Well of Charon has the following items on offer: Hydrolite, the Yarn of Ariadne, and the Prometheus Stone.
We definitely want to get the Hydrolite on this one.
Health is health, baby. With another boss down, it's time to ask Will that very important question once again. How are you feeling about the run so far?
Well, if we're looking at our resources, we've beaten 3 floors and we still have 3 Death Defiance. Like, we're doing great. We're in an excellent position. I think we are golden for this run. Knock on wood.
The first thing we have to take a look at is what is on sale at Charon's shop. There's an Anvil of the Fates, a Power Palm, an Ares boon, a Dionysus boon, a Centaur Heart, and some Titan's Blood.
Oh, you know what I want.
Shots, shots, shots. Everybody.
Dionysus offers us the following boons. Exclusive access. All future boons have a minimum epic level rarity, bad influence, and positive outlook.
Let's go with exclusive access.
Exclusive access is a great boon, but we're rather late in the game to get it, so we're not going to get the most bang for our buck with it, unfortunately. The paths that are available for this run are a Power Palm, a Centaur Heart, another Dionysus boon, an Ares boon, and some gold.
The Power Palm.
It's time to fight the rats. My long knuckle really helps getting through this path because when the satyrs and rats are weak enough, I can just punch them from the distance. This path has a terrifying boss fight. The tiny vermin is a hard fight, dropping my health down from 271 to 103. It's also a long enough fight that I had a chance to use 2 greater calls to do massive damage to a small rat though. Once we get back to the main area, Will wants to buy the Power Palm. We can upgrade Drunken Dash, Poseidon's Aid, or Numbing Sensation. You know what upgrade Will choose? I'll give you a minute to get your guesses in. That's right, it's Drunken Dash again. Our path this time around is going to be going for the money. It's a very quick run down this path. The end of the path has a ton of laser crystals. I take some damage fighting them, but it's not a lot. It's very fun to remember that I can reflect the saw blades that get fired across the chamber with both my attack and special. Greater Call helped clear out the room. However, this was the room where I got poisoned for the first time this run. Will then has me buy the Centaur Heart. Wow, my max health is at 370 right now. That's a lot, but the more important question is, which path are we going to go down next?
Another Power Palm, please.
As we went down the path, we got a small room with a ton of giant rats. They turned almost the entire room into poison. This would have been a problem if not for the secret MVP of the run, Long Knuckle. This is also the correct path. The Power Palm will let us upgrade Divine Flourish, Drunken Dash, or Poseidon's Aid.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drunken Dash.
So at this point, Drunken Dash is level 8 and Drunkenness therefore does 9 damage per second. Very useful. Back in the main chamber, the most important question is, Hades fight now or do we want to walk down some more paths first?
We gotta do Dionysus one more time.
Alright, another path it is. Going down this path, I take many hits that I probably don't need to, but we do run into a Well of Charon that offers the following: the Eye of Lamia, Fateful Twist, where we gain a random item from the Well of Charon, or Cyclops Jerky.
Grab the eye and the jerky.
I'm going to go into the final fight with a chance to heal and my attack having an additional 30% damage. We're in good shape. Dionysus offers us the following options: After Party, Premium Vintage, and Bad Influence. But none of those are really great based on where we are right now.
Let's go with After Party.
I'm pretty sure After Party is actually useless at this point, unless Will has me do an Ares path as well. Is Will going to have me do an Ares path?
No, I think we're gonna go straight for the big guy.
Okay, I know Will said that we were immediately going to go after Hades, but he realized that we had enough to buy the Ares boon from the shop, and he just had to do that. Ares offers us the following: Blood Frenzy, deal more damage for the rest of any encounter that a Death Defiance has used. Urge to Kill, and Vicious Cycle, his legendary boon. Blade Rifts deal 2 more damage for each consecutive hit.
It looks like Vicious Cycle is a quest goal for you, so let's go with that one.
Before we go through the doors, I've got to ask, how are you feeling at this point, Will?
Look, we might have kind of an odd build going on with me really wanting the Drunken Dash to be powerful, but we also have 3 Death Defiances right now, which is nuts just before the final boss. Also, spoilers for anybody who hasn't gotten this far in Hades yet. You've been warned.
Hades fight time, everyone. We start the fight with 3 Death Defiances and 249 out of 370 health. I lose about 50 health to cut Hades down to half health of his first health bar. I managed to call Poseidon to help twice during the first health bar. We end the first stage of the fight with 3 Death Defiances and 151 health. Wait, am I going to complete this run having never used a Death Defiance at all? I guess Will was very kind to me this run and kept me nicely stocked up in healing items. Alright, time for the second stage of the fight. Dang, I managed to cut down Hades by about a quarter of his health when he took my first Death Defiance of the run. I guess today isn't my day. The thing is, I had a full God Gauge in the chamber, so I'm not sure what I was thinking at the time. I could have just had some invincibility to save myself. Fortunately, Will was like,
Psst, Cobalt, use your damn call.
the call was enough for us to get Hades down to half health. Unless I really screw up, there's no way I can lose this fight. Can you imagine if I lost at this point? Ignore the fact that I lost my second Death Defiance here, please and thanks. Hades' health is down to about a quarter. He uses Solar Beam at the exact moment that I fill my God Gauge for like the 4th time in this fight. We can finish him. Okay, so Poseidon helped me get him down to about a hair, and then a few more hits takes down Hades, winning us the run. Victory! We ended up finishing the run with 1 Death Defiance and 115 health remaining. I should probably practice more because I took a lot of damage there. This challenge was a lot of fun. The Twin Fists of Malphon are absolutely one of my favorite weapons in the game. Combat style feels very zippy. I always have a lot of fun doing runs with them. It was a blast playing a run with Will. So, how did you feel about this challenge run, Will?
Honestly, I think it went incredibly well. All things considered, the choices that we made were strong, and I'm glad that the game actually set us up in a position where we could win. Plus, you have lots of hours in the game, so just your skill on top of that definitely helped us make it to the end. So yeah, I think it was a good run.
My next challenge video is going to be how quickly can I get to 1 million gold on the forest farm in Stardew Valley without leaving the farm, which will come out hopefully in about 2 months. You'll probably want to be subscribed to be notified of that. Make sure to hit the bell and all that jazz. Likes and comments on the video are appreciated as always. If you really want to be involved, please consider following me on Twitch. I'm a variety VTuber who plays a mix of everything. Lately I've been playing, not enough to sell you on it, eh? I also stream playing through my challenge run, so if you want to be there for that and maybe show up in a future video, you can do so there. You can also find my other socials in the video summary. I also multi-stream here on YouTube if that's more your speed. Also, Will, make sure you plug yourself.
Yay, self-promotion. This totally isn't my 15th take of this. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky, and TikTok, all as Will Sleeps Not, one word.
You'll be able to find Will's socials linked in the video description as well. Is there anything else you want to say before we sign off, Will?
Cobalt, you have made me do like 90 lines of dialogue. If you think I have anything else to say, you can just stick it right up your...
Alright, one last thing. Before we sign off today, I'd like to say a few thank yous. First to Will for playing through this run of Hades with me live on stream and helping me put this video together. Second to you for watching this video and making it this far. I really appreciate it. Third to everyone who stopped by my stream as I was playing through this challenge and lurked, followed, rated, hung out, and chatted. Fourth, a thank you to my mods for helping keep the peace during my streams and generally just being pretty cool people. Some of them even stream themselves, so if you're interested in that sort of thing, please check them out and give them a follow. I've included links to their channels in the summary of this video. And I think that's about it. Thank you all for coming, stay safe, and I hope to see you again next time.